Ready?
Come.
Come. Alright. You good.
Hey, Shalom Israel, Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak thumb to the Akim, Shalom Yahweh Shema out a thumb by Hashem Yahshua. Clap it up for the Lord, man. It's the Lord class, man. Big ups to Priest and also 500, also Sha'ol, for allowing me once again to bless you with another one, man. All right, also Sha'ol is not with us here today. All right. Y'all know what time it is, man. Salakia for the delay. Salakia for the delay, Israel. All right. There is no excuse. We're going to get it on, as John Muhammad says. Big up to John Muhammad, man. All right. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. If you're in the school, if you're in the truth, all right, and you're about the Lord's business. All right. Any questions online?
None at the moment.
Okay. Sign the shining sheep, Baba Kishore. All right. Any questions in the room? You have a question, sis?
No, I forgot it.
You got a question? What's your question? Stand up. Come on. Come here, Kaya. Stand up. Let's go, warrior. You, decorum. Face forward. Sit up straight, Baba Kishore. Why are you laughing at him? Over here. Right there. What's your question? Project your voice. Come on, warrior. Come on. What's your question? Forgot? All right. Let me know when you remember. Get that warrior in. At least he got up here. There you go. All right, so we have another one for you, right? You know, it's a lot of us, right? It's a lot of us that are married, right? Marriage is a beautiful thing. Okay, with marriage comes great responsibility.
Right.
It's what comes after courtship. Okay, after you vetting that brother or sister, right? As you hear in the protocols, right? Those are the beginning, right? The protocols, right? That's the guide on how to get you to eventually be married. Understand? So you vet this brother or sister, right? To see if they're the ones, right? You fall in love with them, you consummate your marriage, and then you become one flesh.
Right.
And UPK marriages, man, are beautiful, man. They last forever. All right. A lot of us come in here already married, you know, as a young man or a young woman. All right. Some of us, you know, are not fortunate to have a virtuous man. Salakia, a virtuous woman. All right. Some of us didn't choose wisely. Understand? However, right? Let me get the book of Proverbs. Let me get the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 1, Baba Kushon. Let me get there with you. All right. Now y'all already know how we do it, man. All right. This ain't personal. This is all for learning purposes, right?
You said what?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 1, Baba Kushon.
Salakia.
Kayal Ya'ala, sit down. Shemai Washakwat.
13 and 1.
14 and 1, Baba
Salakia.
Kushon.
I have to get the screen share. Alright, there's Proverbs chapter 14 and 1. Every wise woman.
What?
Every wise woman.
And the sisters here in the school, Salat, Mawal Ya'ala. Sit over there. Yeah, sir.
Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
Every wise woman. the sisters here in the ISUPK, man, there's some wise sisters, man. You know, they got themselves out of one. A majority of them. Some of them don't. Some of them married outside of the school, right? Some of them, pers- the, as they live, as virtuously, they inspire their husbands to come into the truth. Right? As I said earlier, it took my rib was one Passover, right? And we've been 10 toes down.
Right.
I was already a student. Okay. Now, every wise woman, right? Every wise woman builds her house. That is a woman's job. That is part of a woman's job, is to build her house, right? To manage that household. Okay. We all know that the man is the head of the wife. Understand? That don't mean that the wife just sit on her butt all day,
Right.
complaining. All right. Let's get into that second part of that precept, sir. Can you read that, Baba Kishore?
But the fullest pluck it down with her hands.
Plucketh it down. Okay. Meaning you do the opposite of building your house up. You're not on your job. You make excuses. House look like a damn hurricane hit it. You got the water bugs in the crib. You got the mice in the crib. You know, the garbage all over the place. You understand? Pluck it down. These are just some examples. You know, you
If I may.
tear down your husband. Go ahead, sir.
Meaning, like, it isn't literally just the physical house. It's the house itself, meaning the body, meaning the father, the mother. You destroy that. A wise woman builds up her house. A wise woman makes sure her husband is straight in any area that he needs to be in. What's called works with him. And she also makes sure that the children are basically taken care of and what's called right. That's what a wise woman does. She looks at the affairs of her house to make sure it's right, especially when you get into the virtuous woman, the woman of skill. Okay? But you don't necessarily always have to be skillful or have virtue to be a wise woman. What's it called?
That's correct, sir.
Con. What's it called?
Go ahead.
Con, like what's it called? You don't necessarily have to be the woman who knows how to get all the good deals when you go shopping. But you know this much. I can't spend all this money on myself. I can't be selfish and worry about myself because this house needs it. Because when you do that, you open the door for Satan. Satan to do what? I can get alimony and child support and then buy all the shoes and clothes that I want to. A wise woman understands she can't do that. A foolish woman will destroy her house, her children, and her marriage for that.
That is absolutely correct. That's the foolish part.
Right.
Of plucking down your house. You know, I was just giving you some examples.
Right.
You know, that is absolutely correct, man. What's another another example?
Another example, like a foolish woman plucking down her own house.
What is Salaki? Let me rephrase that. What is, you got a question?
No, I was gonna say, but an example was a woman fucking down her house.
Salaki, can you, Most High in Christ, can you project your voice, Baba Kishore?
Sure.
Salaki, can they hear us on?
They should be able to
Give
come.
me a one on the mic. Give me a one in the chat, Salaki. Give me a one in the chat. You can hear us.
You have a question, by the way, too.
Oh, okay, let's hold that question. Sister Ra'aya had a comment.
Okay. A woman could pluck down her house by spending her rent money on some roots and not paying her rent.
Right. Being not spending the money wisely.
Right.
Right. That's another way of not taking care of your house. That's correct. Was that all?
Yeah.
No sweat. All right. What was the question online, sir?
The question is, what can I tell a woman about the law concerning menstrual? How we handle that law? They can hear us.
Most High in Christ. And who asked that question, sir?
Say that one more time.
Who was the one that asked the question?
Wiz Towers.
Which towers? Okay. He wants to know. He wants to know what? Can you tell me his question again?
So, his question is, what can I tell a woman about the law concerning menstrual? How we handle that law? Like, how does
On the flower?
Yeah, your flower work. How does that work?
Well, the first thing you can do before you can teach anybody is to study.
Right.
You have to study the law. Kayal. Shemai Baruch Hashem. You have to study.
Right.
Right? Before you can tell anything.
Right.
Before you can teach anything, you have to study.
Right.
All right. Now, the law is you're unclean. You're unclean for 7 days.
Right.
That's what the law is.
Right.
All right. If you're bleeding, you're unclean. You know, just like there's laws when you have a son. When you have a son, it's X amount of days that you're unclean. You have a daughter, it's double.
I think it's really triple.
Damn near triple, yes. Yes. I just had big ups to my rib. All right. The watches up. We had a beautiful ordained baby girl in truth by the name of Shawashina. Okay. She is home watching. Okay. All right, is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to.
All right. Let me
If you need the law for
Right.
menstrual cycle, you can start at. You can start at 15 and 19. I'll double check, but also since I'm here and I just read it, the law for bathing after sex is right before that if you needed that as well.
You can type it in.
I'll put it in the chat.
Right.
Can you tell me where is that located?
That's Leviticus 15 and 19.
Okay, thank you.
That's it with the questions?
Yeah, that's it with the question.
Most High Christ. What was the brother's name again?
Wiz Towers.
Wiz Towers. All right. I don't know what type of name that is, but I would recommend that you contact your local ISUPK school, wherever you're from, whatever state or country you're from, right, and get in class. All right. So my question was, right, sit down, water. Another way that houses get torn down, right, and marriages get torn down is demons. Okay, we all know the 7 deadly sins, right? We have one that is, you all right?
Yeah.
I was talking to my son. It's a while. Another one is one of those demons, right? Is lust, right? And the one called Asmodeus, right? Asmodeus is the lust demon. All right, we're gonna get into that. All right, a lot of our women suffer from that particular demon. All right, we're gonna get into a story in the scriptures to help you learn about that. Right. Also, gaslighting. Right. Gaslighting. All right. Being unbrotherly. Being unsisterly. Okay. Not following the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. Don't be a backslider into the world. Eat your food, Kaya. You know, you have to stay focused. You have to stay locked in. All right. Let me get Salaki. Let me get the book of Tobit. I think I touched based on this in the series before, right?
Tobit is the first one in the Apocrypha, right?
No, third. Where do you want to start? So that what?
We can start right where killed the 7 husbands.
Where's
Salaki.
that at?
I think that's chapter 5. So Asmodeus, right? Asmodeus is a lust demon, right? He was possessed within Sarah, right? Sarah was Salaki. Sarah was possessed, right, with this demon. All right, so don't don't think that it can't happen to you. Okay, this demon was so in love with Sarah, right, that he killed 7 of her husbands. All right, 7 of her husbands. All right. Sometime you got a question
Yeah, I just want to know where you're at.
in the book of Tobit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Chapter 5, verse what?
No, was that correct, priest?
Huh?
Chapter
Chapter
5,
What about it?
where he killed the 7 husbands.
I don't believe that's it. No.
No. We can
Oh,
start.
no, it might be. Hold on, because I don't know. It's not 6.
Salaki, bear with us.
Because I thought it was 7 because he just left in 5.
It's chapter 3.
Chapter 3 is where it is.
Yes.
Uh,
Salaki. So we didn't start reading, sis. I was just breaking it down, giving you a highlight,
I got it.
right? So we're at the book. We're in the Apocrypha in the book of Tobit. Right? Understand that the Apocrypha is the Old Testament. Okay. A lot of our sisters have this demon. Are you Tawab?
What's wrong with you?
A lot of our sisters have this demon. Okay. A lot of brothers are not in spirit either. You know, so when you see that you had, are you Tawab?
What's wrong?
Salaki, 1 second. Salaki. You mute the mic. Salakia.
God.
So when you see Salakia Israel, so when you see that marriages fail, right, it's but for a number of reasons. Okay, the sister might have this Asmodeus spirit. All right, the brother might be off in the spirit. And he might have his own demons. Okay, time and time again, we brought out that the word of the Most High is a two-edged sword. All right, and that the Most High is not a respecter of persons. All right, this is why you stay in counsel. All right, you stay in the spirit. in order to be in it. Big up to priest and also 5,000 Shalaya Allah, man. All right, who always told me, that's my brotherhood teacher, man. All right,
Right.
always taught me that you have to be in a brotherly spirit, man. That's the certain spirit you gotta walk around in here, man. Okay, and that's truth, man. All right, not just here, but always, as the scripture says, man. At your slave, in the streets, and you're going and coming, even in your household. All right. Read the book of Tobit, chapter 3, verse 1, Baba Kishore.
Con. It's Tobit 3 and 1. You want to start at 1 or you want to start where it gets to the sister? Because it gets to the sister at 7. Before this is
Let's give them a highlight. We can start at 1.
Con. There's Tobit 3 and 1. Then I being grieved did weep, and in my sorrow prayed, saying, O Lord, thou art just in all thy works, and all thy ways are mercy and truth, and thou judgest truly and justly forever.
And who is this?
Tobit.
So, okay, read on.
3. Remember me and look on me, punish me not for my sins and ignorances, and the sins of my fathers who have sinned before thee. For they obeyed not thy. Huh?
So, as you can see, right, this is Tobit, right? The Lord, the Most High punishes, man. All right? That's how our nation was scattered for disobeying him. Okay? It just didn't end there. All right, read on.
John. 4. For they obeyed not thy commandments.
They did what?
Obeyed not thy commandments.
That's why the nation of Israel got scattered, man. And we've been perverse ever since. Read on.
Wherefore thou hast delivered us for a spoil and unto captivity.
Unto what?
Unto captivity.
And we're still in captivity today. And while being in captivity, we've learned disgraceful things, right? And we carry these disgraceful things amongst us, right? Read on.
God, and unto death, and for a proverb of reproach to all the nations among whom we are dispersed.
All the nations. The nation of Israel is just one nation. Right? There's 17 other nations out there. Okay, read on.
5. And now thy judgments are many and true. Deal with me according to my sins and my fathers, because we have not kept thy commandments.
We have not kept thy commandments, man. And the Most High will deal with you swiftly, justly, and true. Read on.
Neither have walked in truth.
Neither what?
Neither walked in truth.
If you don't walk in the truth, man, you can kiss your marriage goodbye. All right. That's just one thing. All right. Let's not forget, the Most High will kill your spouse. All right. Who was that in the scripture, sir?
Ezekiel.
All right. Some of your sons too. Some of your daughters. All right. The Most High Power is a jealous God, man. Read on.
6. Now therefore deal with me as seemeth best unto thee, and command my spirit to be taken from me, that I may be dissolved and become earth. For it is profitable for me to die rather than to live, because I have heard false reproaches and have much sorrow. Command therefore that I may now be delivered out of this distress, and go into the everlasting place. Turn not thy face away from me.
And if you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man, the Most High will turn his face from you. He will punish you. Okay? Read on.
It came to pass the same day that in Ecbatane, a city of Media, Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, was also reproached by her father's maids. 8. Because that she had not been married to 7 husbands.
She had been married to what?
7 husbands.
Man, this is a sister.
God.
This is a sister. Y'all pay attention, man. Y'all been following the series, man. You already know, man. You know hoes within the daughters of Israel, man. All right? And I'm not saying that she's a whore. She had 7 husbands.
God.
7 husbands. Now there is a law, where you're married and your husband dies, right? You're free,
Right.
right? You're free, right? So you're free to marry again, right? Unfortunate for this sister, right? She had 7 husbands. Read on.
Whom the Asmodeus, the evil spirit, had killed.
Who?
Who Asmodeus, the evil spirit, had killed.
This evil spirit, this demon, right? He will kill your husband, man. Okay, but where does this demon lie?
Huh?
Who does he lie in?
Who does he what?
The demon.
What about him? Does he lie?
That's a female demon, right?
What does it say? I don't know.
A lot of our sisters have this demon.
God.
That's where it's commonly seen at.
Right.
Right. So if she has 7 husbands,
Right.
right, and then whom Asmodeus did what?
Had killed.
Had killed. Read on.
Before they had lain with her.
Salaki. Now I'm lost.
Meaning before they consummated the marriage, she killed him. They weren't technically her husband. They were engaged to the sister.
They were all right. So they're about to consummate the marriage.
And she choked him.
Yeah. Asmodeus is a lustful demon, man. Okay? A lustful demon. Read on.
Salakia, dost thou not know, said they, that thou hast strangled thine husbands?
Now it's telling you how they died. All right? She strangled them. Right? Read on.
Thou hast had already 7 husbands. Neither was thou named after any of them.
Damn, this sister didn't even have a Hebrew name?
Not named after them. Take away our reproach and let us be called by thy name, meaning the wife of such.
Okay, property of.
Meaning you had 7 cats. You at this Passover with or at this event, and then next thing you know, before you can even go on Facebook and say property up, the cat's dead. You ain't even be able to take your husband to get it. You ain't even got the cat's last name. You ain't even an ex-wife.
Property.
You just right. You just an ex-fiance.
Oh.
You can't even call yourself a widow. Mm-hmm. And these women are making fun of her for it.
Property of Yahweh Yah.
Right.
Verse 9 about for sure.
Wherefore dost thou beat us for them? If they be dead, go thy ways after them. Let us never see of thee either son or daughter.
Either your sons or your daughter. Read on.
10. When she heard these things, she was very sorrowful. They basically told her to go kill herself.
Right. Right. And they want to see her offspring.
Right.
Right. Which I don't think she has offspring.
At this point, no. 10. When she heard these things, she was very sorrowful, so that she thought to have strangled herself, and she tried to listen.
So even Asmodeus tried to kill the sister too. Right? If no one can have her, right? If he can't have her, no one can. Right? Read on.
Salakia. And she said, I am the only daughter of my father, and if I do this, it shall be a reproach unto him. And I shall bring his old age with sorrow unto the grave.
Unto the grave. All right, so this is not the only sister, right, who was the father's only child. All right, big up to ICPK Latino America. All right, I was teaching yesterday on that platform, and I brought out Jephthah. Okay, Jephthah had a daughter also, just one daughter. All right. Read on.
11. Then she prayed toward the window, and let that be lesson. Suicide is in reproach even of itself. Like whatever evil, whatever embarrassment, I guess, for lack of a better term, because that's all it says. This woman is embarrassed by actions that she may or may not be responsible for.
Right.
And at the end of the day, she's letting it be known that she full well understands, because this is a good and wise sister who builds up her house, that it would be bad on my family and possibly cost my father his life if he were to have the rumors. He already got his daughter that killed every man that gets with her.
Right.
And now he got to deal with his daughter was so crazy she killed 7 men and then killed herself.
Right.
I'm not going to do that to my father because I have wisdom. And because of that wisdom, her house was eventually built up. When an evil woman would have just said, I can't handle this slit of wrist, and now her house is destroyed.
That's correct. That's what a lot of our sisters fail to realize.
Right.
Okay, is that key word, the wisdom. All right. You can read on, sir.
God. Then she prayed to 11. Then she prayed toward the window and said, Blessed art thou, O Most High, my power, and thine holy and glorious name is blessed and honorable forever. Let all thy works praise thee forever. 12. And now, O Most High, I set mine eyes and my face toward thee, and say, Take me out of the earth, that I may hear no more the reproach. 14. Thou knowest, Most High, that I am pure from all sin with men. 15. That I never polluted my name nor the name of my father in the land of my captivity. I am the only daughter of my father, neither hath he any child to be his heir, neither any near kinsman, nor any son of his alive, to whom I may keep myself for a wife. My 7 husbands are already dead, and why should I live? But if it please not thee that I should die, command some regard to be had of me, and pity taken of me, that I hear no more reproach.
No more reproach. So that's what you call tarrying. All right, that's what you call praying unto the Most High Power. All right, she is pleading with the Lord. Okay, so like understand that, you know, it's not your woman, it's not your husband. All right, it's the demon within them. Okay, this demon had total control, where he killed 7 men of war, and then tried to take her life. He was obsessed. You got a question? Go ahead. I can't hear you. Go eat your food. Read on, sir.
John, what was that?
You're on 16.
15, right. And 16, Salakia. So the prayers of them both were heard before the majesty of the great power. 17, and Raphael was sent to heal them both.
Raphael.
And I just realized that.
Most High Christ.
Right.
Raphael. Right. You hear that name in the high holy days. You hear that name in the Sabbath service, in our prayers, right? That's the angel Raphael.
Right.
Read on.
That is to scale away the whiteness of Tobit's eyes, and to give Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, for a wife to Tobias, the son of Tobit, and to bind Asmodeus, the evil spirit.
To do what?
To bind Asmodeus, the evil spirit.
Read on.
Because she belonged to Tobias by right of inheritance. The self-same time came Tobit home and entered into his house, and Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, came down from her upper chamber.
From her upper chamber. You know, throughout the series, that word becomes familiar. The bed chamber, the upper chamber, the lower chamber, the sleeping chamber. All right. We can drop down to read chapter 4, verse 12. In the book of Torah, for sure. Just give you the highlight parts. Chapter 4, verse 12, for sure.
Tobit 4 and 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son.
All right, so once again, right, you know, you have to choose wisely. You understand? You have to choose wisely because eventually you get stuck with what you asked for. Okay, and that goes both ways. All right, you don't have to love each other, work that out, and change. You have to shed yourself from the world, man. Okay, read on.
And chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
Of thy fathers, right? This is further proof, right, that we don't sleep with heathens or no whores. Okay, no strange women. Okay, read on.
And take not a strange woman to wife.
A strange meaning a prostitute. That's what when you hear a strange woman, that is a prostitute, a harlot, or a ramera in Spanish. Yes, sir.
Technically, that would be like a foreigner.
Right.
Come.
Read
Strange
on.
like stranger. Come. Which is not of thy father's tribe, for we are the children of the prophets.
We are the children of the prophets, man. Okay. This is why you shed yourself for all this time coming into the truth, so you can get that through your head, so you can understand that you are a royal priesthood. It's a holy bloodline, man.
Right.
All right. Your marriage is in shambles. You got complaints on your damn husband all the damn time. Remember who you are.
Right.
Remember where you come from. Remember the spirit behind your name.
Right.
Okay, read on.
Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children.
And were what?
Blessed in their children.
Read on.
And their seed shall inherit the earth. Inherit the land, Salaki.
Read on.
13. Now, therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking a wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want. For lewdness is the mother of famine.
That's what the sister was bringing out earlier. Or not budgeting them funds, man. All right, there's gonna be famine. There's gonna be famine in your household. You don't do right. You know, it's like can you drop that 1 second and give me whoso findeth a wife findeth a good possession.
Salaki?
The whosoever findeth a wife
Find a good possession.
findeth a good possession.
That's a good one.
Right, throughout it. All right. It ain't no peaches and cream, man. You're gonna have ups and downs. All right. You're gonna argue. All right. You're gonna have you're not gonna see eye to eye. You're gonna have ups and downs. All right. What you will do is keep the laws, the statutes and commandments. You're gonna honor your husband. You're gonna love your wife. You're gonna love your husband. All right. You're gonna love each other as you love. You're gonna select it. You're gonna love your wife as you love yourself, and vice versa. All right. That's the key to our people. All right.
Con.
You got that, sir?
Ecclesiasticus 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
Can you put that up on the screen, sir? Ecclesiasticus what?
36 and 20. Oh, 24.
24 through water. Got that down, sis? Ra'aya. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 36, verse 24. Can you read it again, sir?
John, there's Ecclesiastes 36 and 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
Wait a minute, I don't have it.
John, a help like unto himself and a pillar of rest. Do you have the Apocrypha in that book?
Yes.
Okay, it's in the Ecclesiastes.
Oh,
It's in the Apocrypha.
What's?
36 and 24.
Oh,
Right, so he said, he that getteth a wife, right? He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, right? A help like unto himself. Right? Anybody want to take a crack at that? Break down a help like unto himself. See, some of our sisters, right? They don't know how to be submissive. They don't, you know. I hate to say it, they think they cook, they cook a little chicken Alfredo and suck some raw, and they think they wifey material.
Right.
And you're wrong. You cook chicken Alfredo, right, and suck some raw, I'm a pass. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make you wife material. You understand? A help like unto himself. I mean, that means that the house should be clean by the time I get back from work, right? From the slave, the house should be clean, right? My house should be in order, right? Oh, but your name's not on the lease. It's her house.
Right.
All right, which makes it even worse, because her house should be in order, right? You out there slaving all day, hunting all day, and you come home to a dragon. Can I get that, sir? The dragon precept, Baba Kushal?
John, one second.
All right. I think it's in the same book, chapter 26. You got a question?
no, I wanted to make a statement.
Or
I
comments?
wanted to say that when I was young,
Project your voices, Baba Kushal.
when I was young, I didn't know anything about being a wife. But as I got older, I learned.
Damn right. It comes with time. This don't come overnight. Some sisters don't know how to cook, clean, nor wash their behind. As well as some brothers too. Right? And that comes with time. A lot of sisters don't have nobody. They were abandoned. So they don't have these qualities. You know, they don't have these skill sets. I remember what was it, 3-4 years ago? We was at the barbecue, right? It's like at the cookout. They handed a brother a rake. He didn't know how to rake. You know, a lot of people found that kind of odd, but he was being sincere. He didn't know how to rake. He didn't know how to use a rake. You know, a lot of brothers don't have certain qualities. You know, I'm gonna read verse 25, right? Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. All right.
I got that other one you wanted.
Concert. And he that hath no wife will wander up and down mourning. All right, let's not forget what Paul said. All right, you got what I want, sir?
Yeah, 25 and 16.
Ecclesiasticus, right?
Yeah, John. I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Select it. 25 and 16.
Yeah, John.
Read from the top again, sir.
16. And I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Right. The book of the same book, right? In the Apocrypha, the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. Now, you gotta keep that in mind, man. When it's time to go, it's time to go. And with all things, right, always seek counsel. Always make sure your spirit's in check, all right, before you do anything. All right, big ups to the spiritual counseling department, all right, that the ISUPK provides. Okay, you have to always make sure your spirit is in check, man. Okay, just because it ain't the end of the world because your wife go off at you, all right, or your husband go off at you. Half the time it's another demon. It's called misery. All right, misery. All right, lock it. Let me get the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26. All right, chapter 26, verse 7. Matter of fact, Salakia, give me verse 1, Baba Kishore. All right, this is bring it on home. Y'all can tattle up the demons on your own. All right, whatever demons you might have personally. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
This is Ecclesiastes 26:1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled.
See, if you have a wicked wife, right? Your life, like as we just read, you're gonna go up and down mourning. All right. Kaya. Read on.
Con. 2. A virtuous woman rejoice her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
Right. A virtuous woman is not gonna tell you she hates you or say F you, nigga. You understand? Read on.
Con. Whether a man be rich, a good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Most High.
That's where your courting come in from, man. All right? That's when you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Now here's one for the marriages in the world, right? Read on.
Con. Whether a man be rich or poor.
Stop. Read it one more time, sir.
Whether a man be rich or poor.
Okay? That's economic, man. Okay? You have gold diggers that marry people too.
Right.
All right? Read on.
If he have a good heart toward the Most High, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance.
With a cheerful countenance, man. All right? Most of us been poor all our lives, man. Okay? I'm paraphrasing. The scripture says, thou art poor, but thou art rich, man. All right? If she don't want me for me, man, regardless of what my economic standpoint is, man, she could kick rocks. All right? Kick rocks. Read on.
Con. 5. There be 3 things that mine heart feareth, and for the 4th I was sore afraid. The slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death.
Worse than death, man. Read on.
6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
There go your multiple wives, man. All right? You in this truth, hey, one day it will happen to you. It will happen to you, man. Read on.
And the scourge of the tongue which communicated with all.
Read on.
7. An evil wife is a yoke to and shaken to and fro.
An evil yoke, man. A yoke is like a chain. Right? Our forefathers was captive with yokes around upon their necks, man. And it states here, an evil wife, sir. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. Read on.
He that hath hold of her is as though he held a scorpion.
Now you know what happens when you hold a scorpion, right? It's gonna sting you, all right? And if your wife, are you Tawab over there? If your wife, right, has a misery demon, right, or the Asmodeus demon, she gonna sting you like that scorpion, man. All right? If her spirit ain't right, man. If your husband's spirit ain't right, man, he gonna sting you like that scorpion, man. Read on.
A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame.
She will not cover her. Like I said before, man, I don't think sisters should drink, man. You know, they can't drink modest. It's like a moderately, right? Why drink at all? Is there anything such as a drunk princess? They want to be princesses, but they get smacked, right? Stop drinking. Just stop. Read on.
She will not cover her own shame.
She will not cover her own shame, and she gonna wake up and then brag about how smacked she was at an event. You know what I'm saying? But she a princess though. Read on.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty yakan. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Her haughty looks and eyelids, man. All right. Don't you know? These are just some giveaways, right? Out here in the city, you see them with their fake eyelashes, right? Sit down. With their fake eyelashes, they squirrel slippers, right? The little tights, right? The little stink attitude, calling them. See, they call themselves queens in the world, right? We know what a queen means, right? We know the definition of queen, right? Read on, verse 10.
Come, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly.
Keep her in what?
Straitly.
If she's shameless, man. There goes again. Y'all been hearing it through 14 episodes of this series, man. Read on.
Lest she abuse herself through over much liberty.
And you know, that's the problem with our women, man. You get one of them, the first thing is like, oh, you're not my father, nigga. The minute you put your foot down, you're not my father, nigga, it's because these women have no decorum. They're unlearned. They have too much liberty. You understand? They want the man to come home and cook and clean and do their goddamn duties as well. You got a comment or question?
Thomas, I believe that if the woman is working and the man is working, then they should compromise on who cleans the house and when. But if the woman is not working, then she should keep the house clean, take care of the kids, so when the man come home, he can relax and enjoy himself. That's just what.
Say if she's not working, say repeat that. If she's not working,
If she's not working, the house should be clean, the kids should be cared for, and the man should come home to a clean house, a quiet house, to a good meal, just things like that.
right? No, I think, hey man, big. I think every man, right, should come home to that instead of a lion and a dragon. You understand? Read on.
Come, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Mark. Salaki, can you mute the mic, Baba Kashaw? Kaya. On?
Yeah, Khan.
Most time Christ. Like it. Give these two words up here a round of applause. See, this is where it start from. Okay? This is where it start from right here. You see they one West Smiles. Alright? I raised these warriors up. These are my children. These are my sons. Alright? Read on.
Khan, 1 second.
Face forward. Face forward.
And marvel not if she trespass against thee.
And she will trespass, man. You see me on screen?
Yeah, Khan.
Read on.
12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
And, as y'all know, man, my quiver stay full. My quiver stay full of arrows, man. That woman will open her mouth up and shame you. All right? You would think she at camp. You would think she's at camp on 125th Street battling. That's Asmodeus right there. That's misery.
Yeah.
Right? You got something to say?
Well, the actual application we're just talking about, right?
Right.
No, I'm just making sure you put it out there. It's
Go ahead, sir.
Sexual. It's talking about sexual.
That's Asmodeus. Asmodeus.
Well, yeah, John. But you were talking in the terms of the way a woman talks. Like the opening the
all
mouth.
All women talk like that, sir.
But I'm just saying that the opening the mouth is talking about her opening her mouth for different men.
Right. As if she was battling.
Huh?
As if she was battling.
Well, no.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. You can break it down. Go ahead.
Meaning like it's talking about, because you got kids, so she's.
You can break it down.
Meaning she's performing oral sex. She opens her mouth like a thirsty traveler. Any man that comes by, she's willing to open her mouth. That's why I said before that in the verse before, marvel not if she trespass against you. And then after you open a quiver against every arrow, the arrows, you know what the arrows are.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, that's that Asmodeus.
Right.
Asmodeus is a masculine spirit.
Right.
That's what killed them 7 husbands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But on the forward end, right? What does she do?
Salakia?
What does she do?
What do you mean?
Outside of her open her mouth to suck rod.
Right.
That's where it starts at.
Right.
They like to debate because they're miserable. Before she shames you, before she trespasses, right? It starts with you, the husband.
What's your name?
The argument, the fighting. Right? Not many are bold to trespass and go suck some other man's rod. Now she asking for a divorce. You understand? That's a wife. Read on.
By 13, the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and their discretion will fatten his bones.
Read that one more time, sir.
The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones.
Discretion. A lot of sisters, right? They have too much liberty and have no discretion.
Right.
Right? They're out there in the open. The first thing they'll say is they don't give a F. They don't care. You understand?
Right.
Read on.
John 14, a silent and loving woman.
A what?
Silent and loving woman.
Go ahead.
Is a gift of the Most High.
A gift of the Lord, man. All right? That's what the sister was bringing out, man. All right? Every man wants to come home to a silent and loving woman, man. Can you hold what's that did we bring that out already?
What? Which one?
The peace, the wife being a man's peace.
Khan, I believe we did.
So what? Select.
Khan.
Read on.
And there's nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
And this is where it starts from, man. Right here at this age, right here, at this age, you instruct their mind and you raise them up right, man.
Right.
Half our people are destroyed. Half our people are ratchet. They don't know how to love. They don't respect themselves. Imagine them trying to love you in a marriage. Yes, sis?
I wanted to say that it's a blessing
Sister.
that your two sons have a fear of the Lord.
Damn right. What's your name?
Kaya.
What's your name?
More.
There you go. Cunning unto the Lord and circumcised unto the Lord. And that's how it starts, right there. Read on, sir.
Khan. 13. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace.
A what?
And her continent mind cannot be valued.
A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace. All right? A double grace. All right? One that keeps quiet. One that learns in silence. Okay? One that's submissive. All right? A lot of sisters have problems with that. Keep your hands down. A lot of sisters have problems with that. All right? They want to be dominant. They want to be the man. Why do you think that is? This?
Because a lot of women are told that they are better off being independent.
Independent, right?
They don't need no man.
They don't need no man.
Telling them what to do,
Right.
to do it, and how to do it.
Right.
They can do it all by themselves. They can keep house. They could have their own money, their own businesses, and they can do anything they want to do. They put their mind to it. That's what the world teaches.
That's what the world teaches. A lot of them are in the world.
Right.
You know, a lot of them, their fathers was never there to instruct them. Understand? You go sit down. That goes sit down. No time. Yeah, leave it there. Yeah. On side Christ. I sit down there.
I once thought like that before I got a husband.
Say that one more time.
I once thought like that before I got a husband.
Damn right. And before you got a husband, you was
when
with?
I got my husband, me and him got along real well. Because I was able to be submissive.
What was the first thing?
Be humble and submissive. I had to humble myself.
Where did you learn that?
Where did I learn to humble myself?
Right.
What
series are we on?
From him and from the word.
From the what?
From the word.
And what's in the word?
How to be submissive and to humble yourself.
Fearing the Lord, right?
Fearing the Lord.
Well, see that, sister. That's right. We need a lot more of that. There's also precepts on that, man. That goes down with the dignity of a woman. Okay. The older women should teach the younger women also how to be discreet, right?
I'm middle aged. I'm not old.
I didn't say he was.
If I may.
Took it personal there. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, age doesn't have anything to do with it, meaning a sister who's been in the truth for 13 years should teach a woman who's just coming into the truth.
Right.
Oh, okay.
The term here in the school would be a mother. You're a mother in the school. You know what I'm saying? So when you see a young sister, right? Not necessarily as as the words that was up here, right? But one that just came in from the world. You know, teach her how to wrap her head up. Teach her how to salute. Teach her how to wear a dress. You know, some of these sisters destroyed, man. They even put on makeup. And it's not them. It's not them personally. You know, it's not them brothers either. You know, it's either they lack the skills or they have demons on them. You understand? Read on.
And her continent mind cannot be valued. 16. As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
And the what?
Ordering of her house.
Read it from the top again, Baba.
As the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And I just want to just point out what's it called. It mentions the beginning of the day. What do they say about a virtuous woman? She riseth when it is still yet night.
That's
To buy meat for her house.
That's right. That's that Proverbs 31, man. That's right. They also a Bible in hand. Get that powerful precept hand, man. And give me drop down to verse 23, Baba. Sure.
23. A wicked woman is given as portion to a wicked man.
There you go. Then I say the sword is a two-edged sword. Scriptures is a two-edged sword, man. All right. That's another problem. If you're having problems at home, that might be a wicked nigga too.
Yeah, right.
Sis?
I just want to say it's very refreshing to know that there is men who appreciate a good woman.
Damn right.
You know, because most men that's in the world nowadays, they respect a whore over a good woman.
They have no morals. That's absolutely true.
You know, they'll sit there and wife them and be good to them and the whole thing. And they're whores and they love them. But they don't love good women.
But love is an action word. And I've broken that word down so many times throughout this series, man. Okay. Concert.
You finish it?
Go ahead, sir.
God, now what I was gonna say is they don't like the brothers breaking down. I'm gonna just take it home. Like he said, love is an action word. They don't love those folks. They're like Christ asked the heathen, what's your husband? I don't have a husband. He's like, you're right, you got 5 husbands. The one you got now is yours. Even to a point of being cuffed and being claimed by these men means nothing because these men know how these women are. It's either a full-on whore and it's like, I'm just with you because I know I want my turn, or you're a loudmouth and when that bites you in the behind, I'm not going to play Captain Save-A-Whore. So it's like at the end of the day, and it's like they're looking for a good woman so they can be a man and be protected too. But it's like, usually they have a demon on them where it's like a good woman won't stand for you being a drug addict. A whore will. A whore wants to smoke the weed with you. A good woman has a problem with you spending all your money on 2K or doing things. It's not so much that they don't want a good woman, they understand the changes that come with a good woman and what's necessary to have a good woman. So I'd rather just keep this whore because this whore is in my lane of what I want to do and what I want to be. Same, and if I may, the same with women. Women will go out and choose men simply because that man fits their ego. They look at a man and say, this man is doing the things that I want to do for myself, and even though it's not right, but they'll do that because it fits their ego. God.
Read on.
God. But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Most High.
All right, and this is part 14 of the God-fearing women of the Scripture series. All right, read on.
God. 24. A dishonest woman contempts her shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband.
Will do what?
Reverence her husband. So like
We're in the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 26, verse 23 through 25. We just finished reading verse 24. A dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. Sloppy, sir. Can I get the definition of reverence, Baba Kishore? This is how you study the scriptures. All right. Hey, let me tell you something, man. All right. A lot of sisters don't know how to be wives. You understand? A lot of sisters don't know how to be wives. They don't know how to submit. All right. Or don't get into the argument. Don't get into the argument. They're gonna bring up stuff from 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. They're gonna curse you out. All right. A woman that fears the Lord don't do none of that. All right. Especially not in front of those damn kids, man. All right.
I got reverence when you need it.
Concept, right?
Reverence, deep respect for someone or something. Regard or treat with deep respect.
Mm-hmm. That's a commandment, man. Right? Love your brother, right? As you love yourself. Love your wife as you love yourself, man. Love is an action word. Reverence is love. Right? Don't get it twisted. Verse 25, sir.
25. A shameless woman.
There's that word again. Shameless. Right? No shame in your game. Read on, sir.
Shall be counted as a dog.
As a what?
As a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that B-I-T-C-H. Yeah. So priest called you a B-I-T-C-H. It was in self-defense. Read on.
But she that is shamefaced will fear the Most High.
Will do what?
Fear the Most High.
Then he won't call you a B-I-T-C-H. He won't be compared to no dog.
Right.
All right, any more on that?
Unless you want 26.
Nah, give me the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 19. You can first give me verse 9, Bob Kasho. This is another one.
And what?
Proverbs chapter 21, verse 9.
Verse 9.
All right. All these you can read on your own time, Israel. All right. You can read when you got it.
It is better to dwell in a corner of a housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
Look at that. Brawling woman, if she, like I said earlier, man, these women, they got masculine spirits. All right. In the Apocrypha, we brought out a lion, a dragon, and Proverbs, a brawling woman, right? Give me a verse 19, Baba Kishore.
19. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and an angry woman.
Yeah. So if you kick him out, man, just know he's better off. All right, don't be calling him back. You understand? Get yourself straight. All right? And with that, I'm preaching also 500. Y'all will stop your Allah. And I pass the class over to peace and also 1,000, also Abadja.
Most high interest. Man of Israel, we're going to get one case to it. Man of Israel, Imagine. Man of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barat. Yad Mitzah. So, which means to turn face the sister. Sis, Imagine. Man of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. Man of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine. Barat. My God, Matai, hands down and dismissed.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.